Hey everyone, and welcome to the Trophy Trust. It's a weekly podcast for the PlayStation Trophy Hunters. On this episode, it's going to be me, Clary8, hosting, and I'm joined by Private Void,
Hey guys.
our newest Discord member, and our Patreon supporter, Punish, SSG Punish.
Hey guys.
And we have Shingo Bingo lurking here as well, among us as well. How are you doing, Shingo?
How's it going, lads? All right?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you doing? How you doing, guys?
Yeah, all good, my end, yeah.
Great. Well,
Doing good.
Thanks for joining us
Doing
on
great.
this episode here, where we're going to get a few things to talk about here about some controversial stuff that's been happening, especially among trophies and games in general this week. But we're going to go into our first section, which is where we talk about what we've been playing. So I wanted to ask Void, what have you been up to this week, gaming-wise?
This week I've been playing Strider. I started this Metroidvania game, which is pretty cool. I don't know if any of you have ever played Strider.
Yeah, I did. I got a platinum. It was on PlayStation Plus
Yeah.
quite a while ago. I loved it. I thought it was amazing.
Yeah, I've heard
really
about
cool.
that. I miss it when it was a PlayStation Plus, but the game is pretty good. I almost finished my first playthrough.
Yeah, I really
Yeah,
enjoyed it.
I got it on the PlayStation Plus when it was on the PlayStation Plus. That was a while ago it was on that.
Yeah.
But it's a game that I've never actually booted up and played, and I've always said I wanted to get stuck in. Anybody that's talked about it said it's amazing.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. It took me by surprise as well. I'm not really into that kind of style of game, So, but it's just there's just something about it. I think it's the combat and everything was really
Yeah,
enjoyable.
it's like fast-paced action and it's working really well together. It feels good.
I think that was one of the games that like came out at the very start of PlayStation 4 for PlayStation Plus. So
Would have
Oh,
been, yeah, that's right.
yeah, it would have been that far back. But if you have it in your backlog, definitely go for it. I mean, Void, it sounds like he's halfway through it, and he seems to be enjoying it.
It's that's explained why it's a very rare trophy, and I was curious why it was so rare because I don't think it's so hard, but a lot of those PlayStation Plus games, people have played them and they never come.
Yeah, definitely, especially back in that day, there wasn't as many games to play. Probably there wasn't as large a selection of games to play, so they probably would have played anything they
that-
wanted
That
to.
explains a lot.
Yeah.
Besides that, I've been playing Operation 7 Revolution, which is probably no one ever heard about it.
No.
But it's a free shooter from the Hong Kong PlayStation stores
I
that
never heard of it, man.
no, it's someone in the Discord actually that shared that with us, and we start boosting. We are like 8 people that started, and it's an ultra rare platinum, but it's
Yeah, they have a whole entire
mainly grinding.
group of boosting this
Yeah.
platinum here now. But like Void said, you can only get it from the Hong Kong store. Even though it's free.
I think you can get it for other store, but it's not free, but it's free on the Hong Kong. So I mean, we decided to go for it, and it's good. There is a couple of tricky trophy that take a bit more time, but the rest are easy and
It's
just grinding a little bit.
online shooter, is it?
Yeah, it is. But the online is not dead, but there is a couple of people, but it seems to all be casual people that are just playing there. There's nothing super challenging in the randoms.
Yeah,
But
well,
it's cool.
yeah, well, if you have
It's
a
free.
dedicated group to do it, you might
Yeah.
get an ultra rare platinum out of it, because
Yeah, and the majority of the boosting the trophy you have to boost is only 2%, so it's easy to have a group to boost. There is 3 trophy that you need to be 5 people that we've been boosted in the last day. So
yeah, it sounds like you'd really need to play that with a group of people.
yeah, and
Boosting trophies last.
the match. I think you can get that in a week. We started. I think we started Monday, and I'm at 62% right now. I think I will be done with it tomorrow. I got 45 trophy, and there is 65 to get. I missed 20.
And a lot of them are bronze, isn't it?
Yeah, there's 62 bronze, but 36 of them are ultra rare. So it's a
Yeah.
nice stack.
That's very.
There's 63 bronze out of 65 trophies. Is that what you said?
There's 62 bronze out of 65 trophy,
Wow.
and
Oh wow.
36 of them are ultra rare. So
Mm-hmm.
it's nice for the stats.
What game was that? Was the Tomb Raider? Was it? That was all bronze and then 1 platinum.
I never played Tomb Raider.
I played both. I'm not too sure if it is that, but I'm not too. I no knowledge on it, but is there a game like that? Is there? It sounds like there would be. Definitely would be a game like that,
Yeah,
but
I'm not pretty sure that the Tomb Raider has like 65 trophies and like the same thing, like 63 of them are bronze, and then there's like one gold and then one platinum or something.
yeah. I like having a lot of different trophies like that. Spread out though, rather than just having like one gold trophy that means nothing and takes up so
Yeah,
much
and
value. You know.
Yeah.
it's felt pretty nice because you can every time I've been boosting some trophy, you always have like 5 or 6 different trophies that you're doing at the same time when there's so many of them. So you have trophy that pop all the time.
One of the things I love as a trophy hunter, because I'm so constantly on the lookout for trophies, is I love when I get a trophy out of blue that it just happens out of nowhere. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's pretty.
It's just an awesome feeling. Because like you put so much planning and effort into getting trophies in general that when you're just playing the game for like the first 5 hours and you get some kind of combat related trophy out of nowhere. You know what I mean? It always just feels
Yeah.
extra good. You know.
Yeah,
Anything?
I'm the same. Like I prefer like a constant flow of trophies when I'm playing.
Yeah.
Like say for instance, the game needs like 2 playthroughs. Like I wouldn't want to get like 95% of them in the first playthrough and then having to do the whole lot of the second playthrough just for one trophy. You know that way.
Yeah. 14 hours on one trophy. Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer like a kind of a constant like ping 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 as I'm going. To keep me.
Yeah, it kind of feels like you're getting rewards along the way rather than just, getting all the rewards
Definitely.
at the very end. I prefer that kind of style as well, I must say. But is that all that you've been playing this week, Void?
Yeah, that's all I've been playing this week. I've been writing my first trophy guide too. Just a nice experience.
Yeah, congrats on that. Tell us a little bit about that, your first trophy guide.
It's Teamworld Ice, so it's Ultra Rare Platinum that didn't get any guide, and it was released in December 2015. So I felt like the game needed a little bit of love, and there is a lot of trophies that doesn't have nice descriptions. So it was tricky to. It's probably tricky for people, but I find there is a guide on Steam that had a good amount of information that helped me get my platinum. So I
Yeah.
basically take a little part of this information and write all the rest of the trophy because the guide on Steam is it's not complete. It's really for a small section of the game, but
Perfect.
now we have
Yeah,
a
it
full
looks
guide.
like a hard enough platinum. I remember I have the Steam World Dig, the original, and that didn't have a
Yeah,
platinum. And then
yeah,
when the highs came out, then I was checking it up like, and it doesn't look like an easy enough. Like I know it's only like 4 to 6 hours, but it's not kind of an easy platinum, is it?
it, it's not an easy one, but there is an exploit in the game that make it much easier. It's a turn-based strategy game, so you play turn by turn, but every time you move first, and after that it's the enemy that start moving. But what happened is there is an autosave that doesn't save until the end of the enemy turn. So even if you play on the hardest difficulty, you can play your turn. And let's say I fucked up my turn, I can
Yeah.
just push start and click exit, and I can replay my turn unlimited amount of time. And you can even see what the enemy is doing. You just have to exit before the end of the enemy turn. So there's kind of a small exploit there that make it much easier to beat the game on the hardest difficulty because you can do your turn again and again and again until you kind of have the perfect turn and you can keep going.
So I've no idea what that game is even about. No knowledge of it, so it's like a turn-based, is it?
Yeah, it's a turn-based game. It's a little bit RPG. Like you have different character that level up, but you don't choose skills. Just they'll unlock a new skill every level.
Yeah.
And it's a little bit like XCOM, but there is no randomness. So you're aiming your gun turn by turn. So it's kind of hard to explain, I guess, because it's a 2D game and you aim with the gun. So the only randomness that there is like 50% for headshot if you do a crit that do like 2 damage more. So it's not.
I see. Well, congrats on making that the trophy guide.
Thanks.
Anyway, hopefully it's gonna.
I'm sure with the exploit and
Forward to seeing it.
yeah, I'm sure with the exploit and the guide, I'm pretty sure like the majority of decent gamer can get this trophy it's look intimidating, but I have no doubt that a lot of people can get it.
Yeah, well, hopefully you're going to be the person that's going to help and get it with that trophy
Yeah,
guide.
I hope.
Massive respect to
'Cause
those
there's-
people who do all those trophy guides
There's
and
only
stuff like that.
33. There's only 33 people that got this platinum. So
Yeah, so hopefully you're going to make that
yeah,
a little bit.
I hope so.
Yeah, that's the hope. Like I said, massive respect for anyone, the people who do all those trophy guides on both the websites that I visit. They put in an incredible amount of work into it. I regularly try help out when I can, but I've definitely never attempted to make a full trophy list or anything like that. I've always been someone who just supplied either information or videos contributing towards like one or two other videos or anything like that. But well done on that.
Yeah.
We'll be definitely interested to check
Thanks.
it out.
Yeah, 100%.
So Shingo, I wanted you to tell me a little bit about what you've been playing this week then. What have you been up to?
I've been playing FIFA.
Yeah.
That's it. I know. Yeah, no. I've been playing a lot of FIFA 18 this week. I've been back in the old Ultimate Team, so they kind of changed up a few things, so you're able to make a bit of cash. Like the average Joe is able to make a bit of cash and kind of compete in the bigger leagues as such. So I've been playing a lot of that, and the other game that I started was Drift, Absolute Drift, Zen mode or whatever it's called. And it was on sale. It was on sale in the store there during the week for $4.99.
Is that a car racing, a small car race?
Yeah, it's like an old GTA view on top, like the bird's eye view looking down.
Yeah.
And then the course is like whatever the obstacle course is out, and you have to do like certain challenges throughout. Now, don't get me wrong, like it goes down. If you look at the guide says it's kind of like a handy enough platinum. It's not. Do you know what I mean? And like some people would be like brilliant at the game and would be able to drift the car for fucking 2 weeks around the corner. You know what I mean? But it's a bit difficult like for me now.
Yeah.
But no, I've been ticking away. I'm 80% done with the trophies. So I've only got like 2 worlds left. So yeah, other than that, really, that's kind of all I've been playing. I've done all my gaming last month. I cracked out 11 platinums because I knew that FIFA was coming out.
Yeah.
So I've done most of my work last month, and this month is going to be really just kind of FIFA for the next few weeks, you know.
Yeah, 11 platinums in a month. That's a pretty fantastic haul.
Yeah, it's my record. Like my record before that was 7, and that's when I first joined here.
Yeah.
The Discord, and that first month was my highest, was 7, and then last month, yeah, I whacked out. I had like the likes of Drive Club and kind of long games that were just waiting to be finished. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Throwing a couple of hours grind, and I was waiting to finish them, and I kind of just done it all at once. I says, right, feck it. I was playing a lot of the Phantom Pain, and I says, right, I need to give it a break for a week or so, and I went and just finished all the games that were sitting there on my list that were just almost complete, and I ended up finishing with 11 last month, yeah. So I was pretty chuffed with that.
Yep.
So this month I said, right, I've earned myself an old trophy break. I can concentrate on the FIFA, you know.
Yeah, the FIFA is one of those kind of games that take ages anyway. I don't think it's a game that somebody would just buy and they'd be able to platinum.
No, it does. Like we're all EA games. They have online trophies as well. You know what I mean? So you've got like the Pro Club trophies, and you've got the Ultimate Team trophies. But like last year and the year before, there was like 2 trophies to stop me from getting the platinum. And it was the both of them were the same trophy the 2 years in a row. It was complete 4 games in a row on FUT online, like draft matches, and it's just randomized. You know what I mean? Like you could be going up against people that players are crazy or such and such, you know, and I just could never beat them. But now you can do it on single player this year.
Oh yeah.
So it's kind of after changing. Like it's still difficult because the higher the season you go up to, like it goes from like obviously like amateur, semi-pro, professional, you know, up, and then behind we come to Division 1, you playing the computer on world class. So like it'll still be very, very difficult, but it'd be slightly more achievable than to do it towards online, you know.
Yeah, well, hopefully, like online trophies are the bane of all trophy hunters, I believe.
Yeah, exactly.
If they can give single player options and online options, like for the same trophy, I think that's the best of both worlds. That's one thing I think Mass Effect did really, really well. Like a lot of the Mass Effect trophies for all the Mass Effect games had like you could complete the game on the hardest single player difficulty, or you could complete.
Yeah, that's awesome that they give it a choice like that.
I think I'm completely fine with online trophies like that. Just combine them and say like
they should be more dev that do that.
Yeah, but
If it's possible, it's crazy that no one else do it.
Yeah, and it's always been like that for Mass Effect ever since they, I think Mass Effect 3, I believe that was the first one where they introduced
Yeah,
that
Mass
kind of.
Effect 3 was the one that did it.
Yeah, and Andromeda, so both of those two got included. I have platinum on both, but that's the best example that I can think of any developer doing online trophies. Mixing them both together. I'd like to see more of that. But at least you have that option there now, Shingo. Hopefully you're going to be able to get the platinum, and we'll see it in the community.
Definitely, man. It makes things a hell of a lot easier. Like compared to the way it was, whereas in if you wanted to compete in the game, you had to put your own cash in, Whereas in now,
Yuck.
if you grind out a little bit more, you can achieve it,
Yeah, a little bit more on that, putting cash into your own cash into games after paying full whack on it later.
That's crazy, man. Even on the first night of the game, you turn it on and there's credit card teams everywhere.
Yeah, I
It's
can
all
imagine.
I mean, by looking at them, you'd say there's no way in hell they'd have a team like that within the first day or two,
Yeah, we all hate microtransactions, but they're so popular they're not going to go away, and they're probably just going to get worse. So, a lot.
As long as they still keep making money, they're going to be staying around for a long time.
A lot of stupid people have money. What they don't have is time. And if somebody offers to swap their money for the time in game, then they'll just do that. There's a lot of people that just work, and then whenever they sit down and they start the game, they don't want to have to do a 15-hour grind. If they can just pay, like if they're rich and they can just pay $20 to do all that for them right there and then they're just gonna do it. You know what I mean? That's what I think, and I think that's why it's probably so successful. But it probably doesn't seem like it's gone away. But at least it moved to single player this year for you. So Punish, what did I ask you? Sorry?
I said it's not the only game. It's after moving the multi-transaction, the single player.
Yeah, well, it's rife now. We'll be talking a little bit more about that on the subject later. But Punish, I wanted to ask you, what have you been playing actually this week?
I'm actually jumping in between 3 games. Destiny 2, obviously, which is still the big one. Final Fantasy 9, and then I just purchased the Vita yesterday, so I started playing Persona 4 with that.
Oh, congratulations!
Wow. Part of the Vita family.
You purchased a new baby.
Yep. We got 2 Vita levels here.
Yeah, it felt pretty good. I switched on my television and I fired up the Vita and I was able to watch a couple of my shows and trophy hunt at the same time.
That's the best thing about the Vita, probably. That's what I think it is. Being able to do a lot of other things and even just chill out from your main PlayStation 4 game. You can just pick up a Vita game and just play it.
When starts watching Keeping Up with the Kardashians, that's when the Vita comes out.
Yep, when she takes over the TV. Yeah. Oh, that's great. And if you only just purchase a Vita, you have a wealth. And if this is your first time of having a Vita, then you have a wealth of games out there and a wealth of trophies, easy trophies to get, and easy duplicate stacks of trophies to get as well. So I mean,
it's pretty nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on the PS Store last night for a good probably an hour and a half before I actually started playing it, and I ended up buying a Taco Master 36 Shades of Midnight, if I remember the name correctly. Yeah. and Equilibrium also. So I'm going to probably work on those this week, just as some quick and easy platinums to get those knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
36 fragments of Midnight. It's not very easy. Well, some people are finding it very. I found it fucking bitch because you have to collect 36 fragments, and that's basically the game. But there's other things obviously you have to do throughout. But for me, just trying to get the 36 fragments was I was on it for 4.5 hours.
Yeah, it seems to be really skill dependent.
Oh man, and you could be oh yeah, I've got 30, and then welcome to Spike, welcome back to level 1. Do you know what I mean? Oh, it was a nightmare for me now.
What? So if you die, you have to collect all the fragments again?
All the fragments again, yeah. So it's one big level.
Sounds like Dark
Souls.
Souls.
And there's wheels, there's spikes, and there's saw blades and such throughout, and lasers and such. And if you jump and you hit the saw blade and you've got 35 fragments and you just needed one more, you're back to 0.
Oh wow, now I'm kind of nervous about now.
It makes you nervous, but it's still an easy platinum, so I think it's still
it is
doable.
It is doable, but for a good 3 hours, it frustrated the feck out of me. You think it was really going into
Did you pass the 3 hours on this trophy?
Oh man, I couldn't just get 36 fragments. And then you have to
Oh,
like
yeah.
there's a trophy for getting 36 fragments under 6 minutes. And there's a trophy to get to die with 36 fragments and to die with 35 fragments. And like just to get 36 the first time took me 4 hours. I was like, yeah. Oh, stop.
That sounds
But
like
the other
Dark
one,
Souls.
the 35 fragments and dying in 36 wasn't too bad because I'd already got the under 6 minute challenge done, you know. So it was I think it's because it was like under the 6 minutes and you haven't got a timer. You don't know until you're finished. I think that was kind of making me jump onto a saw too many times.
So that's a game that can give you a bit of trouble then.
But it gave me a bit of trouble. Like I've seen people on Twitter saying, it's easy. Well, it definitely wasn't for me.
No, I mean,
Yeah.
I think you always see that, and it just sounds like it is a skill dependent game. I mean, one game that was told to me was very easy that I thought was a little bit hard was that Telsagrad. You know, I think everyone knows the scroll in particular.
Yeah.
That they're talking about.
Yeah.
But I
Brilliant little game.
yeah, but that fucking scroll gave me nightmares, man. Yeah.
Which one was it? One going up the
Yeah.
gravity shooting?
That and Flappy Goat made me really it made
Good
me
old fun.
stress. Yeah.
Flappy Goat for me now. I've heard a lot of people Flappy Goat, but like Flappy Goat for me was a piece of piss, to be honest. Like I got it with like
Yeah.
third or fourth shot.
Yeah, that's one of those examples of just how different skill levels are between different people, you know.
No, I was hooked on that game Flappy Goat when they came out on the
Flappy
or
Bird,
Flappy
yeah.
Bird when they came out on the phone, so I was a pro at it.
Yeah. No, it's not something. I did it eventually. Like I did it twice. It's funny because when I went to the PlayStation 3 version, I actually did it like the second time or something like that. You know what I mean? It was very very easy. But the PlayStation 4 version and the very first time I did it was a nightmare. I remember like I deleted the game and only came back to it like 6 months later out of shame and did it. So I swear. But you have loads of games and loads of platinums ahead of you there, Punish as well. And then obviously you're playing Destiny 2 as well, so I know I'm playing that as well. I'm doing that a lot. I wanted to ask
Yeah,
you
I'm
a
really-
little bit about
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the grind. I mean, there's a ton of. I'm a huge. If you guys don't know from my posts and everything like that, I'm a huge RPG fan, and the Vita definitely has a.
Big fan base for RPGs. A lot of RPGs on it, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. A huge fan base for it, so I'm really looking forward to actually playing it.
Yeah, I never played any Persona game or anything like that as well, and that seems to be one of the most popular games to play on it.
Oh yeah, exactly. I mean, I played Persona 4 Golden like years ago, and it just feels good to get into one of the old, the old turn-based RPGs with like the old types of animation, and the music too. I mean, it just.
Yeah, that along with Final Fantasy 9 must really be taking you back to those times.
And it's taking me back to high school.
Yeah, yeah, same here. Like I said, I've been playing Final Fantasy 9 quite a lot. Really enjoying it. But besides from what else I've been playing, like I said, Final Fantasy 9 and Destiny there, I've actually been playing and I got the platinum for Modern Warfare. Finally bit the bullet. I was waiting for like a good price, but then I just got some really cheap US credit because I live in the EU, so I have a US store and account, and I bought it off that in a sale. I didn't find it that hard. It was.
How did you go with the Mile High Club?
It was all right. Like I didn't find it that hard. It took a while.
How long did it take, did you say?
I'd say about 2 hours maybe. And I got it done.
Well, you've done it a lot quicker than me.
Well,
What
I'm
approach
just
did you go for? Did you go for the spray and pray or the flash and run?
flash and run. That's my kind of
Yeah,
style of
I
play.
think that was the best one for that. Like I went through a couple of the possible. I think the flash and run was the most successful for me. Like
Yeah, definitely for me, that's my type of gameplay in general that I would play in first-person shooters. I play a lot, and I have played a lot in the past, and I
same here,
think
yeah.
I'm generally fairly good at first-person shooters. So I didn't like, and after completing the campaign on Veteran, I don't know, it just didn't seem. I thought it would give me a little bit.
levels with the veteran, wasn't there?
Yeah, I mean, the very end of where the sniper level, the
Yeah.
one shot, one kill, where you have to put that sniper down and you have to cover while the guys
Yeah.
come. I found that very, very tough. There's a few other tricky parts as well, but not too
The
bad.
part at the Ferris wheel as well, we had to put him down and wait for him to come in. That was a a nightmare.
Yeah, that's the part I just said there. Yeah, it was really, really, really tough. Dogs were a nightmare in the game. They were always everywhere. But
Yeah.
no, I really, really enjoyed it because like I playing on the PlayStation 4 Pro, and I'm lucky enough to have a 4K TV, so it had massive boost to it. I'm pretty sure it's running in 4K. I'm not sure the exact specifics of it, but it looks
Yeah,
stunning.
it looked amazing.
It looks
really did.
amazing. Yeah, it looks fantastic. To be honest, it really, really made me just want to jump straight into Modern Warfare 2 and then have like Modern Warfare 3 there available to play. So
Yeah, yeah.
like I'm actually want to play more of it. You know what I mean? And it made me kind of realize that if they did World of War and all those other games, well, I'd well buy them as well. You know that Black Ops and all
Big
that. If
time.
they did all
Yeah,
remasters of
I
that.
would, doing the remasters of Modern Warfares and especially World at War. I was a big World at War fan. If they remastered World at War, I'd be all over that.
Oh man, if they keep the same platform, if it's single player is the same, though, that's just so. I did it. I did that for
I
them.
never platinumed World at War at the time. I wasn't really a hunter. I was just kind of online shooter, played Call of Duty flat out, you know.
Yeah, it was one of my first platinums, and I really punished myself
It
with
came
it.
out like a remaster on the PS4. I would definitely have to give it a shot. I know the frag spawn.
I had to book myself into therapy for it, like seriously afterwards. You know, PSD.
How did you find the trophy for collecting shooting everyone once with every weapon?
Well, I just can't remember, man. You know, like I said, it's just trauma. I just
There was only
blacked
really
it
two
out.
missile weapons. Was the
Oh,
the
that
Desert
one.
Eagle
Oh, yeah.
16.
Yeah, sorry, I thought you were talking about the other one. Modern Warfare. Yeah.
But when I first played the Modern Warfare years ago, I didn't realize like there was that many weapons.
No,
There's actually
there
a
wasn't,
lot
yeah.
of weapons in it. Like,
Yeah. There was, and there wasn't that many trophies that gave me too much hassle. Did you? I'm not too sure if you noticed it, but all the trophies were like, they would pop like 45 seconds later. You know, they didn't pop straight away. Like they would literally pop like 45 seconds later. And
Yeah, when I played it, it made me really nervous because I didn't think I would get it.
yeah, like so I remember it reminded me back of like playing on PlayStation 3 where you like the trophy pops were never instant, you know. And you remember back in like I don't know, you weren't too big of a hunter back in the day, Shingo, but I started out on PlayStation 3 like trophy hunting then, and you'd have to wait there for ages. You'd be sitting there for like 30 seconds waiting, thinking, oh, did I do it to get the platinum or something like that, or do I have to reload and restart it again and all that, you know what I mean? And now most of
see, if I was playing it like on the PS3, if I got a trophy, it was going to just happen happy days. You know what I mean?
yeah,
I
but
wouldn't have been.
there was a
waiting for the
massive
pack.
delay on the PlayStation 3. Even if you go back to it now, like you'll notice there's a massive delay in the pings of trophies.
It's horrible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sorry
compared to
about
now.
the
That'd be
Compared to
good,
now.
yeah.
Yep.
it's so bad.
Like if I was sitting there for that mile high trophy to pop and I had to wait 45 seconds, the mission only goes on for 60 seconds.
Yeah,
If I had to wait like 45 seconds after, I think I would have taken passed out peacefully on the ground.
yeah, like that was my first few platinums. I remember vividly, like you'd sit there going, "Oh, come on, did I do it? You know, did I do it?" And sometimes I just wouldn't, and then you wouldn't know what the hell is going on. You know what I mean? But I think we take it for granted now. There's PlayStation 4, and most of the time it just pops instantly, and it's a godsend. I think I love seeing the trophy pop just instantly. You know.
Yeah. But you gives me
Yeah,
that
every time there is a cinematic, like you just wait for the trophy to pop, but like you have to listen to the cinematic to give the same feeling of like I just want to be sure it's pop at the end of the like second, third playthrough, and like please.
Yeah, for sure. Well, that's pretty much all that I've been playing. That's the only platinum I've
Did I
gotten.
see correctly during the week, Claire, on Twitter? Did you got the 1,000 jump rope trophy in the Final Fantasy?
Well, I did get it, but I didn't earn it legitly. I didn't do it as in like I actually managed to sit there and do the 1,000 jumps.
Yeah, but it was kind of an impossible kind of trophy, isn't it? Like it wasn't really something that would be kind of obtainable.
It's not impossible. There's definitely really, really talented people out there that have been able to do on the PlayStation 4 version. What I discovered was that I got better at it, but then I just realized that it was definitely some kind of lag. It was either my TV or like my situation, like between the buttons and stuff like that. So I did a lot of stuff to minimize my lag. I know Punish, he has a lot of experience here doing it as well, but he does it a lot better manually than I ever did. I never got above 50, 60 jumps. Okay.
Yeah, my last try I got to 829, and then I stopped. I was like, okay, I'm going to take another day or two before I try it again.
You're going to do it, and then you're going to be able to say that.
29, is that what you said?
Yeah, 829 is my highest so far manually.
Yeah, you're gonna be
Wow.
if you got up that high, I'm 100% confident you're gonna be able to do it, and then you're gonna be able to go
Big ups,
around and
man.
say that
Definitely.
you're elite. You know, you have that serious skills. You know what I mean? Now, I
You'll
know.
be getting phone calls for jump rope competitions.
Well, I've been talking to a lot of people, even in this Discord and in another forum. Okay, so the way I got it was basically was a script. Yeah, I remote played my PlayStation to PC, and then you can get this script to basically do the jumping for you. It's basically using a Turbo Boost controller, essentially. And the computer does it for you here. I was fine with it. I'm delighted with it because I just figured it was a bullshit trophy. So I actually
Yeah,
made a
and I
video.
remember you saying the last podcast that it was going to be the one trophy to stop you from getting your favorite game of all time platinum. Like,
Yeah, it definitely would have because I never would have gotten that manually. I don't think. I didn't put too much effort into it. Like I only put a few hours. I could have put a lot more effort into it, but I just found that the lag was against me, and a lot of other trophy hunters had confirmed that like they went back to like CR TV, TVs on PlayStation 1 version of Final Fantasy 9, and they were able to do like 1,000 jumps very easily. But then when they go back to the PlayStation 4 version on a like HD TV, because it has to be HDMI connected, that they
yeah,
can't get more than 200. So there's definitely some kind of lag or latency in between like the remaster and HD TVs that makes it very very difficult. It's still possible, like I said, like Punish is nearly there. He's probably definitely going to be able to do it, and he'll be able to have that as a serious bragging right in his trophy belt. But for me,
big
like
time.
I knew I was like I was hopeless. I'm never going to get there, and I was actually depressed that it was going to stop me from earning the platinum. You know, because there's only one bronze trophy in Final Fantasy 9 for completing the entire story, but like there's a gold trophy for just jumping 1,000 times
For jumping the rope. Yep.
to get an item that doesn't make any difference in the game whatsoever. To me, that's just a bullshit trophy, and it shouldn't.
Is it there? Is it there for the piss take? Like, is it a piss take trophy? Do you think it was put there for that reason? Like,
Yeah, because like the item that you get, you have to get the item that the 1,000 jumps give you. It's called the King of the Jump rope or thing, but the thing in game just does nothing. You know what I mean? So I think it is a piss take. They could have used
It's
that.
just it's a worthless key item.
Yeah, they should have just taken that trophy value and spread it out between more interesting trophies in the game or storage-based trophies. You know what I mean? Like getting a ping when you finish disc 1 or disc 2 or disc 3 or do something really, really cool. I just would have preferred it like that, you know what I mean? Rather
how
than,
many discs is on it?
well, this is back in PlayStation 4 days, PlayStation 1 days, but it was 4 discs. Every Final Fantasy game was multiple discs. Final Fantasy 9 was 4 discs. Final Fantasy 3 was 3, or Final Fantasy 7 was 3 discs, I believe.
And Final
The,
Fantasy 8 was 4, I believe, too.
Yeah.
the only game that I played that had multiple discs was Metal Gear Solid.
Yeah, the second disc, wasn't it? There wasn't very much
Yeah,
on the
second
second
disc.
disc,
Yeah.
though.
No, there wasn't. No, it was
Mm.
when you after you changed your controllers and your
Oh,
man
yeah.
Flying Mantis or Praying Mantis, whatever his name was.
Psycho Mantis.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah,
Flying Mantis and the other one. He was in your 4, was it?
yeah. But it's like it's actually in this HD remaster. I finished Final Fantasy 9 now, and the you can't tell when the discs change. It doesn't tell you anymore. So and like some
Yeah, it doesn't tell you.
yeah, so there's some key events that start and stop and change within the disc and all that as well. So it's a bit weird. To be honest, actually, to speak a little bit more about Final Fantasy 9, actually, as much as I love the game and it's obviously fantastic, but I feel it's kind of a lazy done remaster because the fast speed is too fast. It's way too fast. You can't even enjoy the game when you have it on, you know. And then
Yeah.
they don't disable the trophies either. I mean that trophy list, but barring the 1,000 jumps, if they had have disabled the cheats for all the other trophies, that trophy list would have become a massive ultra rare trophy. Like because
Exactly.
to get Excalibur 2 in 12 hours legit is really hard. Like you have to complete the game.
Well, and just not that, defeating Ozma, too. I mean, that's
Yeah.
an easy task now with the cheats that are enabled on there.
Yeah, definitely. It's very, very easy to do. But it would be. I kind of wish that they did ask us to do it, that kind of stuff without the cheats, you know. But it is what it is. But fuck them for sticking that jump rope trophy in. But I got it anyway, so I'm very, very happy.
Yeah, happy days, man.
Yeah, so this is basically that's everything that we've been talking about. So this is the next section that we move on to where we speak a little about the gaming news and everything that's been going on. So I wanted to go over to Void, who's just going to introduce us to that next section.
Yeah, sure. We can start by the new trophy list. There's 2 games that I think interest us next week that will get released. First of all, there is a what is it? It's next Tuesday. There's Shadow of War that get released. That got the trophy list released. That look pretty similar to the first one. From what I've played, seems to be pretty like just completing everything a little bit.
Yeah, I got to platinum on the first one twice.
Yeah, me too.
Shingo's a very big fan of the first one, aren't you?
Yeah. So
I got my first double plat.
Yeah.
Was the Shadow of Mordor. Loved it.
So
that's what I've seen it today on Twitter with the Shadow of War. That
it's controversy.
The multi-transaction. You can like apparently throughout the story like there's gonna be it's meant to be like a little longer compared to the last one, like as in the big grindy bits as such like. But apparently there's with the single player now you can use your real money and buy in-game currency and speed things up for yourself if you want to like.
Do you know any more about that?
Twitter that someone I've seen it on Twitter. Someone had commented saying, I can't remember the name now, but like he has like 100,000 followers or such and such, and he commented saying it was in a thread on me timeline that you need to buy in-game currency to be able to complete the game. That you can't go past Act 4 and such, and I was like, that can't be true. So went in and had a look around, and it's all bullshit. Like apparently, like you don't even need to buy the in-game currency. But if you do, it will speed things up a hell of a lot quicker, like, you know. But if you don't buy the in-game currency, you're just going to have to grind out a little longer. Apparently, it's harder to get legendary orcs. You can buy, like, loot crates, and they give you, like, legendary orcs straight away, you know what I mean? Like, as in, if not, you'll have to grind out to find one or such and such, you know?
I'm not sure this is what J.R.R. Tolkien envisions when he created Lord of the Rings universe. That his content would be hidden behind loot boxes in games.
Yeah. Well,
besides that, for the trophy list, there's still the Vendetta online trophy, but there's another online trophy that I'm not sure what it's mean, but it's reached the rank of captain in online conquest. So there is one online trophy there that might be a bit annoying. I'm not sure what we'll have to do, but yeah, if you have to reach rank of captain online, it'll be interesting to see.
It was very interesting, yeah.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of
fighting against other people's armies, because I know you can build your own army.
Yeah, seems like you will have to do a little bit of that.
It's definitely not a game I'm gonna pick up straight away. There's too much controversy.
Oh no, yeah. It'll probably be super cheap too if it followed the path of the first one. And I will wait for the DLC to have another game of the year.
Yeah, like personally myself, like I'd be the same. I'd wait until like a while until it dropped in price. Now, I'm not getting it this week because I just can't afford it. If I did have the money there, it'd be a day one purchase for me, definitely.
Yeah, I don't think I would get a day one now. Just for the reason being that I would be afraid that a lot of people said that there's some content, even the end game content, locked behind microtransactions. So we don't know if that's true or not. But
I didn't see that end game content. No, I didn't see that.
But what I was worried about would be if that affects any of the trophies. You know what I mean?
It's more safe to wait for everyone that want to go for that game.
Yeah, I mean, like literally, I'm gonna check that trophy guide 3 weeks after the game is out, and then I'll know if it's if it's safe to buy or not. You know, and then I definitely. I mean, I have enough of a backlog already, so I can just wait.
Yeah. Besides that, the other trophy list on the 17th of October, there is South Park that got released.
Looks funny as fuck. The trophy.
Yeah, it looks funny. Yeah, it looks hilarious.
Yeah, you have to fight fucking Morgan Freeman's freckles.
There's a lot of nice trophy in there. A lot of trophy that means nothing too. So you'll have to discover that or use a guide in the future.
Yeah.
You will have to complete the game on the hardest difficulty. So you will have to play a black character through the game to unlock your platinum. There's there's a lot of trophy. For example, there is one trophy that is an anti-racism, so you have to stop racism in South Park. So it could be a story-related trophy or some
Yeah,
miscellaneous.
well, the trophy list for the Stick of Truth,
It's horrible.
it has some of the funniest trophies I've ever earned, man. Like that, I don't even want to say it, but you have to like fart on that fetus. You know what I mean? that's a trophy, man. That's a trophy. Oh, it's so cool.
That's your Saturday night out, Clara.
I know, I wouldn't go that far. But like it was just fantastic, and like I really looking forward to it. I really like those guys, and I think the first game was just hilarious. I love when you go to Canada and it's just like 8-bit graphics, and 8-bit music and
I've
stuff.
never played it.
Man, dude, you gotta play the Stick of Truth, man.
No,
Yeah,
I heard
if you pick
you
up,
get it in your pre-order.
you get it with your order. Yep.
Yeah, do a pre-order, man. That's what I am actually going to do that because I think I'm going to buy that new South Park straight away. So I'm going to like wait until like it's out like a week before it comes out, and then I'm going to pre-order it, get the Stick of Truth, play platinum that, and then just play the new one then as it comes
When
out.
is the release date?
It's
17th of October.
oh really? It's that soon? Oh fuck.
Yeah.
You're going to be ordering it tonight.
That's
He's going to be
next-
ordering tonight, Clara.
Yeah, I thought it was next month. I didn't realize it was next week. Fuck me, man.
The amount of games that are coming out in the next couple of weeks, lads, is unreal.
I really want to pre-order it though because I don't want to pay separate for the Stick of Truth. Well, I will, but like,
Yeah.
you know, I'd rather.
Well, it'd be worth, if you, like you said, if they're going to buy it on day one, it'd be well worth the pre-order to get the two of them. Like,
It's just it's a funny fucking game, man. Like it's hilarious.
Yeah, I think it'll be super fun. I play Stick of Truth on PC a long time ago, and I feel like the game was not worth $60 on release. Like I think I finished the game in 2 or 3 days. Like, not going for platinum PC, but the game was super fun, super really nice. But $60 for 2 days of content is like meh.
Yeah, what I actually did was I basically I ordered it from Canada. Actually, I believe there's a because it's censored in the EU. The game is, you know, there's some scenes that are censored in the
Oh,
EU
wow.
version of it. So if you buy the EU version of it, it's basically censored. And there's only it's not a lot of the game. Like it's literally less than 1%. You know what I mean? There's only a few scenes that are censored, but still pretty stupid. But like one region platinum, so but it's fantastic. So there's a platinum on PlayStation 3 and a platinum on PlayStation 4. So like I really wanna do it, and it's literally a fart game. They're fart games, you know what I mean? You have to throw your own.
Yeah.
Like there is a trophy for throwing your own shit at an enemy. I'm looking at the trophy list of here right now. You have to throw your own shit at an
there's
enemy. Fart on a dog.
There is one that you have to conquer all the toilet in the game, reach maximum mastery with them. So I guess you have to shit all the toilet in the game. So it's kind of collectible of South Park.
You have to fart on everybody in the game.
That's stupid.
Farted on 100 people. Farted on animals. You defeated 20 enemies using Cartman's ass. It's just hilarious.
It'll be a good game if it's like the first one.
Yeah, I can't wait. I really can't wait.
you completed, you killed 20 enemies with Cartman.
Yeah, it's tough because like the first game, they basically got you to do everything. I mean, you had to like collect all the costumes, which meant that you had to like interact with everyone and fully explore the entire place. Like basically just do a perfect run, you know. But I really love the game, and I can't wait to play it on the PlayStation 4 again. I can't believe it's out next week, man. I really didn't know that.
And the last trophy list that like to talk about that we share on our Twitter today, it's WWE 2018 that got released with some interesting trophy. It's the first time I hear about them personally, but it seems to be present in some other sport game, and it's those advertisement trophy, those sponsor trophy by KFC and Snicker, and I find totally ridiculous.
Hilarious and ridiculous.
Apparently the Snickers one was in the previous WWE, so it's the second year in a row it's in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I feel personally that like if you're a game developer and you're creating your game, I know it's not indie dev, and like I feel like they don't put as much. Maybe they don't put as much love in their game, where like they put art and everything. But like your trophy is freaking image, picture written KFC. Like it's.
Yeah,
I don't know. If I was a game developer, I will not want that in my game. You know, you're supposed to put
Same
some
here.
passion in the game. You're supposed to
Yeah,
make
me
a little
personally,
piece of art
I
of
think it's
that.
lazy. Yes, exactly. I prefer the trophy art. I think it's just lazy, and there's enough fucking ads everywhere else to be looking at it when you get a boxy trophy. Like,
yeah. Here's what I think about that. There's two things important to remember here now. This is that the game itself is WWE. Okay, so that's a sport that typically endures a lot of ads anyway. So that's kind of like the
Yeah,
target audience. You know, if this was
reflect
if this
real life.
yeah, so like let's say if this was COD or Near or some indie game, like Void said, if it was if advertisements were and for trophy lists and trophy names and descriptions and even the icons, if advertisements started creeping into games at that level, that had nothing to do with the relevant fantasy of the genre or whatever, you know, then I would be very, very worried and I'd be very, very concerned. But the fact that it's like a WWE wrestling, that's just typical behavior from some of them, I think, and they're kind of the way they are. And another thing as well, maybe Punish might agree with me or he might take offense. I don't know. Well, we're going to find out. But it's a very American thing. The American guys.
Oh
Are
no,
very,
I completely agree with you. I
They're-
mean, you just won't see it in just the WWE game, but you'll be seeing it. You'll see it in You'll start seeing it in Madden. You'll start seeing it in NBA, NASCAR. There's another big one you'll start seeing it on.
Madden had a game where like in the loading screen they had like advertisements for like insurers groups and stuff like that as well. The only reason why I mentioned that it was American is because like I watch a lot of sports online and some of the streams come from like American sources. So I'm watching like UK based Premier League soccer, but it's done with American style commentary. And when you watch like football and being played on Sky compared to the way the Americans broadcast it, there's ads everywhere. You know what I mean? Like, and
everywhere.
they're okay with
Yeah,
that because
exactly.
I think it's
Exactly.
it's a very American thing to do. Like, their society is very accepting of ads being everywhere, whereas European and people of other demographics, it seems very, very weird to them. So I think it's just like I said. I think it's that. I think those are the two biggest factors of it. But if this was a if like I said, if this was like an indie game and it had like Snickers or you know Enjoy Coca-Cola or something like that, then I wouldn't be buying it. You know what I mean? Like, but I mean WWE, like you said, NASCAR. These are focus groups. I wouldn't be surprised that they're pulling out these type of ads for. And I don't play these
Yeah.
games anyway, so let
It's
them
interesting. Yeah, me neither.
Can they get sponsored like to get money for that, like, or is it just that?
Oh, for sure, yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
It's tons of money in ad revenue. I mean, just for putting like I think it was Modern Warfare 1 or Modern Warfare 2, but it was they had a Sprite logo in there, and they Infinity War or whoever developed it. Oh, okay, so yes, you'll see ad revenue in games. There you go.
yeah, it definitely already has started to seep in. I've seen it a lot. But like this is a trophy list and trophy stuff and all that. You know what I mean? I'm not at all surprised it came from a WWE kind of source or something like that American. But like I said, if we started seeing this in other games or in other influence, then I'd be very, very worried. See,
Like I said, it was in it last year. Like, and I didn't
Yeah.
even know.
yeah, well, like Punish said, I believe, like, I mean, like WWE is a big monster, so I imagine when they go to negotiate rights with individual companies like this, like they just say, okay, like slap us on every platform that you're on, your own TV channel. I mean, like the stuff that you sell in shops, like on games and everything. So I'd say the contract is just like, you know, it's for everything, all media that's associated with it. So that's just what I assume.
Exactly.
But yeah, the ads have started to creep up. Well, apparently, it's the second year in a row they've had a Snickers. Like, for those who don't have the visual, to watch this, who aren't watching this over YouTube and can't see the visual, basically the trophy is actually the Snickers logo, and the trophy description says Snickers, hunger to win beats hunger. So it's basically a slogan of theirs. And the trophy.
The slogan should have been "Give 'em nuts."
Yeah, but the trophy is just for playing and winning 50 matches. I mean, they should have had some big fucking wrestler on a fucking ladder on the top of a cage eating a Snickers bar, and then you get a trophy for it, man. You know what I mean? Then you get a trophy for it. 'Cause that would,
They just put the name, just KFC, like.
because that would be really cool. Imagine you
an opponent with a chicken wing.
Yeah, like imagine like you had to do some kind of series of events or triggers in game to get like a WWE guy to like eat Snickers after knocking an opponent out. And then you could offer a trophy for that. Then you would think, oh, that's kind of cool, you know what I mean? But like just say like play and win 50 matches, but the thing that pops up to tell you that you've done that is a fucking ad for a Snickers bar. Fuck off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree. Back off.
That's the controversy this week. Money seeping into games and trophies and everything. So we're not too sure. We're not too sure how we feel about that, but we're not going to give into it from this side, at least from us here anyway.
Not at all. Nope.
Me neither.
That's great.
The
Well,
only thing that happened to me if I was playing that game and it popped up, I'd be hungry for a Snickers or a chicken wing. You know what I mean? If I see KFC at 3 in the morning, I'd be like, oh, I'm about to get a trophy. Oh, KFC. Then this is on my head then. I want chicken.
yeah.
Chill, you can see that happening.
I hope we're
Well,
not
and
giving
that's-
people.
And that's what they want to happen, for you to go out and buy it after you see the trophy.
Yep.
They want to make a 24-hour one local to me because there's not at the moment.
As I can picture the future, in 10 years, you're going to like play some game, you're going to earn a trophy, and in the description is going to pop up like a voucher code for that fucking website. You know what I mean?
Winner free large drink when you buy a burger.
Yeah, earn this trophy and get like a fucking Big Mac or something like that. You know what I mean?
Trophy pings and 5 minutes later, the delivery man. Congratulations, here's your burger.
No, that'd be fucking sweet, man. You know what I mean? A voucher. I was only thinking about a voucher for McDonald's. You know what I mean? But some cunt comes to my door and gives it to me. That's awesome. Yeah, that's the future trophy hunting, guys.
If that's the case, I'm going to be getting a lot more platinums.
Yeah, that's the incentive. But I was thinking, because I remember I'm back on the PlayStation 3, the God of War Platinum. When you unlocked that, it gave you the name of a website to go to, and the website was basically just a preview for the next God of War game. But like, the website was called SpartanStandTall.com. But like, you could have been. Imagine somebody had have been able to hack that and like put in a porn website there or something like that, you know. Like, I could just imagine what.
Going on, it's like a scene of Game of Thrones.
Yeah, it'd be crazy. Well, hopefully it doesn't ever become like that. I hope I haven't given any ideas for people who are listening to this now. I'm thinking, yeah, that's a great advertisement. Yeah, that's right. Give out voucher codes and PlayStation trophy descriptions. That's what we need.
Yeah, free Snickers.
Fill out the survey.
So, is there any more gaming news that we can give out about Void?
No, I think that's all for this week.
Stupid microtransactions. That's it. There's enough hate for us out with that anyway. So just moving on, we only have a little bit of news to talk about, like the Discord and stuff like that, and then we can gonna proceed with the section that we normally do, which is the tricky trophy section. So I wanted to ask Shingo, what have you chosen for your tricky trophy?
Right, my tricky trophy this week was more of a frustrating trophy for me, to be honest. It was in Battlefield 1, where you had to collect all the codec moments. And there's one of the codec, I think there's like 35 or something. I can't remember exactly how many codec things there is to collect. But there's one that you had to shoot down 10 airplanes in 30 seconds from the top of a blimp. And the 10 airplanes that come in, they only come in certain places. So you have to learn the route of which way they come in. Now it's not like exactly too hard, but what was more annoying for me was the character I using. And he jumps up and I'm a gambler, I'm a soldier, I'm a stand-up kind of guy, I'm a stand-up kind of guy. And he's just screaming for 30 seconds. I'm a stand-up kind of guy. And after about an hour and a half, I had to mute the television because I felt like I was going to crack up if I heard him telling me he was a gambler and a stand-up kind of guy one more time. I was going to lose my reason. So for the majority of that trophy, it took me about 2.5 hours to get it. Like, insane that, but for a good hour and a half, the telly was muted.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you do those grind and character just saying the same lines all the time.
I'm a stand-up kind of guy. I'll never forget it. I had
You still
nightmares
remember?
about it.
You still remember the
Oh,
line?
if I'm watching a film and it's like World War II based and someone's on one of their machine guns, I can just see him saying, I'm a gambler, I'm a stand-up kind of guy, shooting everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's happened to me a lot, like
That was-
where you're like stuck at this particular section, and every time you reload the checkpoint, you're speaking to a character who says the same fucking thing over and over and over and over again.
oh man, I'm not even messing, but like it'd be different if it was the actually screaming, you know, because he's like a pure intent shooting down all the planes. Do you know what I mean? Like going mad, and he's like screaming down the telly, I'm a gambler, I'm a stand. I was like, no, I can't do it anymore. If I hear him saying that once more, my PlayStation's going to the window. Had to mute the television.
That's kind of like a symptom of like when people, I know it happened to me in Final Fantasy X, when like a developer would make a fucking checkpoint for a game and then have you like watch a long cutscene only to get to the hard point where you'd fucking die in 30 seconds and then you'd have to go all the way back to the very start.
cutscene.
Yeah.
Go through the whole thing again. Yep.
Yeah.
That was way worse. That was Kingdom Hearts on PlayStation 2 was the worst for that. Like you could not skip cutscenes back in the day.
You couldn't skip the scene. Yep.
Yeah. And every
Yep.
time you failed against a boss, you'd have to fucking watch like 3 hours worth of fucking Japanese JRPG shit, man. Yeah, but I think it's a kind of
Yeah, so
consequence of that, like you were
That was
saying.
my trophy, and Andy, that's my tricky trophy this week. Not so quite tricky, than annoying and frustrating, and
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my one this week. Yeah.
Yeah, satisfied the requirements anyway, definitely. So it belongs within that realm of bastard trophies that we just group together every week.
Big time.
So that's great. So Punish, what have you been punished by?
I went ahead and went back for my tricky trophy. I went back to my old account, and it was from Evil Within, and it was the Good and Dead trophy. You had to complete the game in 5 hours or under. And
Wow.
I barely made it. I completed the game in 4 hours and 58 minutes.
Wow.
Like I
Wow.
was afraid the trophy wasn't even going to pop. Like it went through the whole end cutscene and everything. I was like, shit, I didn't get it. And then like right as the credits started rolling, it
Very
popped the
cool.
trophy for me.
Okay, can
Yeah,
you
that-
play the game on the easiest difficulty for that? You played?
No. I initially played it on the easy difficulty, and then I went online and saw that players were saying that it wouldn't pop for them, and everybody had a theory it was because of the easy trophy itself. I mean, the easy setting. So I went back through just the normal difficulty and ran right
Wow.
through, and I had notes upon notes written everywhere, like how to get through this area, how to defeat this boss, how to get past all the traps, and it was kind of like a Resident Evil run, but a lot harder.
Yeah, I can imagine. I actually,
Sounds very tough.
well, congrats on getting it done anyway, especially within that time frame.
big one.
I played that game, but to be honest, I actually didn't like it. I only played the start of it, like maybe about the first hour, and then I think it was the performance of it really put me off, and I never went back to it. I still have it in like my digital US account, but yeah, I was never went into it. But like a lot of people said, it's a very, very hard trophy list.
It is. I mean, I tried to go for the platinum. I wanted to defeat it on Akafirma, if I pronounced that correctly. I'm sorry if I screwed that up, but it was defeated on the hardest difficulty, which is if you get hit once, you're dead. If something even touches you, you're dead. So I tried it.
Horrible.
Yeah, I tried it for a couple hours, and I ended up breaking my PS controller because
dear.
it frustrated me so much.
Oh dear. Well, there's an Evil Within 2 coming out. Are you interested in that?
Yes, I have it on pre-order, and I'm going to definitely try for the platinum on that. I haven't seen the trophy list yet, unfortunately, but I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to the storyline too, because that's the one thing that the controls in Evil Within, in my opinion, were absolutely horrible.
Yeah.
It was kind of like playing Resident Evil 1 all over again. You know how the walk, turn, walk.
Yeah.
But from what I've read online, they've made a lot of changes to the control system. Yeah,
that's what
exactly.
I read that, yeah.
So they refined the controls, and I think like the reaction times on the game are going to be fine-tuned as well. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'm anxious to see where they go with the story, and I'm also anxious to see how the controls are, because I would love to put that on my platinum list. It's like one of those ones where it's like, I got this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, definitely. I think you can do it anyway. I assume it's out this month, given that it's Halloween. It seems around that time.
Yes, it is. The last time I checked my GameStop account a couple of days ago, and it showed me as it's being about to be released here shortly. I'll get an alert here in a couple of days to let me know when to pick it up. So,
Yeah, I just
but
assume
lots of
with
games.
sorry, I just assume with that type of horror game that like if you're gonna release it a few weeks before Halloween, it's probably the best time to do it.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Sorry, just speaking of Halloween, there, the PlayStation Plus game that we got this month, Amnesia Collection.
Yeah.
Have any of you
Amnesia.
ever played that?
Yes, I have. Yeah.
Is it good? Like, is it scary?
It's not scary. It's just that stuff will jump out at you. You'll get the jump scares or whatever. That's what it's most famous for.
Okay.
So
And is the platinum?
yeah.
Is the platinum? Is it attainable? Like, is it handy enough, or is it? See, I'm brutal at any horror game. I'm a horror game, so
Is it
it's,
a
it's a
kitten?
little bit too scary. I'll delete
I
it forever.
couldn't tell you. I played it on PC, and I wasn't when I was
Oh.
playing it. I wasn't really going for the platinum. So I'm definitely interested because I already have it downloaded and sitting on my PlayStation desktop. I just haven't started it up
Me
yet.
too also, yeah. Me too as well, and that's what I was saying. Like, just speaking of the Halloween theme, I just remembered Amnesia, and I remember looking at the list, and it was I had a platinum, and I was going to think to myself, oh, yay, a horror game. So I don't know, kind of. I was just wanting to see that had anyone
It's
played it.
definitely it's a fun game. I highly recommend that you play it. It definitely a lot of people say that it revolutionized horror games, and I definitely agree with that opinion.
Wow. Okay.
But the only thing that you'll have to get used to is you can't kill anything. Like all you have with you is a lantern and a box of matches.
That sounds like Outlast.
Outlast.
So-
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you have to go. You have to, like just give you an example without doing any spoilers. If the monster or whatever is coming after you, you could find like a dark corner to hide in. But then your anxiety levels start to go up. Like the screen will start flashing red. Your heartbeat will start going like really really quick. And if you get too scared, you'll actually die.
And then my heart levels will start going up, and
In
my
real life,
anxiety, and then
yeah,
I'll
you'll die.
die.
Yeah.
And then
Exactly.
I'll be having to me girlfriend, my fiance will come in and find the control pad on my chest, and that'll be me. Good luck.
That'd be a terrible shame, man. Terrible shame.
Yeah.
All those platinums gone to waste.
Are you or her?
Couldn't tell you the answer on that one, man. But I just took a look at the PlayStation Trophies.org website there on that, and there's no list, there's no trophy guide, so I'm not able to accurately, like, I don't like when a game doesn't have a trophy guide. Because like Void said there earlier, it means that somebody hasn't given it enough love, or it's too difficult. So
Yeah,
um,
it's always tricky. I love a guide just to be sure. Some missable trophy.
what
You have the important stuff.
What I did see looking through the trophies though is that there's only 22 trophies, and apparently somebody said that you had to complete all 3 games. Yeah, it looks like
Yeah,
there's
it's like that.
There's 3 games in it, is there? Like,
Yeah.
It's 2 games, 1 DLC.
Yeah, 2 games, 1 DLC, because you have Amnesia, and then the other one is Something Pigs, I believe it is.
Yeah.
And then you have a DLC going back into the castle of the first game.
I
So-
might play
I
it.
only played 1 game, never mind 3.
I might play it.
Kill me. It looks interesting, to be honest. Like, that's why I said it. Like, I watched the, when you download the game, it has the screenshots and the videos like above in the store. Like, I watched the little trailer for it, like, and I was like, okay, this looks interesting, but I just wanted to kind of see if any of you guys played it, just to
Yeah.
see the scare
The-
factor.
It's really story driven. like from the start of the game, it gives you that feeling of I want to know what happens next. So you keep pushing and pushing and pushing. You're like, I want to find out what happens, because you're based off the name of the game, Amnesia. Your character wakes up
Yeah.
with amnesia, and you find clues throughout the entire area telling you who you are, and then you start to remember a little bit as you start to progress. And I mean, it's like I said, it's a really interesting story.
Yeah.
It sounds pretty interesting, to be honest, man. Yeah, I think I'll give that a go when it comes closer to Halloween.
I might take a look into it now myself. I'm glad I got it at least put in the backlog with the PlayStation Plus stuff.
Yeah,
so.
I did as well. I threw it into the library. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So that's great. Void, I wanted to ask you what your tricky trophy's been.
Well, my tricky trophy for this week is a trophy from Paladin. Paladin is the free class-based shooter, a little bit like free Overwatch, free to play. And there is one of the trophy that is called Last One Standing,
Oh yeah,
and you have to be the only player alive in a match. So
terrible
if I
trophy.
remember correctly, the game is like 5 versus 5. So basically, you need 9 people dead, and it used to be a easy enough trophy because there used to be a deathmatch mode where when you die, you're dead. You don't respawn. It was team deathmatch and 5 versus 5, and that was quite easy. You know, you just at the end, you're 2 or 3 people. You kind of get lucky, but
Claire,
it was
you
doable.
have a YouTube video on that trophy, do you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, just showing off the methods on how to do that. Yeah. But
Some new method for the new patch or before.
nah, the before one. I know what
Yeah,
you're gonna say.
so
I'm just
right
gonna let
now
you say it.
what happened is they removed that game mode, so you
Yeah.
have to manage to get super lucky, probably boost the trophies. It's a new tricky trophy that make the Paladin Platinum quite hard.
Extremely, extremely circumstantial, which
Yeah,
would make it extremely hard. Now, be like, as Void said, the game mode was basically deathmatch, which were kind of like a last man standing, where you could just keep killing people, and eventually you would be the only person. If you got lucky enough, you would be the last person standing, and you just get the trophy. But now they don't have that like game mode anymore.
no, it's
So
super. Yeah, you need to be super lucky, super circumstantial. So
you'd almost
it's
you'd never get it in a
extremely.
normal game. I don't think. Honestly, I'm
No,
thinking.
I think it's probably boostable. If you do
Yeah.
5v5, you
Yeah,
can manage to do that.
still be very hard though. I think very, very, very
Yeah.
hard.
But it's make the Paladin Platinum trophy ultra rare.
Yeah, and
There's some positive for people that have the Platinum already and those trophies.
yeah, the free to play will always shoot up the numbers as well and get a
Yeah.
get a better ultra rare. I know my most ultra rare platinum is DC Universe, and that's only because it's free to play as well. So
Yeah.
it definitely, I've gotten that trophy as well. I got it by the old way. I definitely don't think I would be able to get it by the new way, or be able to set up like the boosting required to do it. It sounds very, very tough. But I'm glad, like you said, I'm glad I got it, and we have the ultra rare platinum from it when we boosted it quite a while back.
Yes, I'm boosted.
Perfect. Well, that just leaves me here now. I just wanted to pick out my tricky trophy for the week. This trophy is a little bit easier now, but it was definitely a lot more trickier when I got it, and that's the Social Lubricant trophy from Watch Dogs, and that's where you have to beat the drinking game opponents, essentially. So I'm not sure if any of you guys have played Watch Dogs, the first Watch Dogs.
I haven't played it. I have no idea what is this trophy about.
Yeah, I haven't. I've never played it.
Shingo, have you played it?
I played the Watch Dogs, yeah, but I've never actually. I don't think I've done that trophy. I didn't get the platinum on the original Watch Dogs.
Yeah, basically like there's 10 levels against 3 drinking game opponents, and the last opponent's obviously like very, very difficult. And when the game first came out, the trophy was ridiculously hard. I mean, it's basically kind of like, well, you're drunk, and so you have to imagine as if the trophy, like, you have to move the analog sticks as if you were a drunk person, and it doesn't really doesn't make it easier. And then sometimes they like flip the analog controls so that like when you move left they go right and stuff like that, you know what I mean? And to move up, it's just a crazy game, honestly, and it used to be really fucking hard. But I did it like within the first 2 weeks. I was really proud. And then they released a patch like making the trophy, not making the trophy, making the game easier, essentially. So like if you were to go play it now, it'd be a lot more easier. But when I got it, like when it first came out, it was really hard. It's still hard now. Like basically the best way to do it, honestly, is to try get 2 people to do it, but have the one controller. So one person takes one analog stick and the other person takes the other analog stick. Because that's basically like the trick to it.
Good strats.
You have to concentrate on one thing at a time. If you're going to do it both at the same time yourself, it's really hard, especially on the later levels. But that was my tricky trophy. I definitely wanted to make a mention of it because I know a lot of people that kind of mentioned it before. It's a shame that none of you guys had actually played it.
Yeah,
no,
no.
I played the game now, but I've never got the platinum.
Well, it's
It
easier.
was only. It was actually only that trophy and collect all the music. I needed like one more music or something,
That's a
and I would have the platinum.
that's a pain in the hole because you have to like walk for ages along the street and just find random people to download the music off and stuff like that.
Yeah, yeah.
The Watch Dogs 2 Platinum is a lot easier than the first one. Not to do, just in case you're wondering. But the first one, like if you were to go back to it, that drinking game trophy is a lot easier now because it has been patched, like I said. So just in case you were thinking about going back.
You, considering it took you so long, and then they just patched it like.
Yeah, kind of felt like that. Like, but at least fuck it. Like, at least some more people can get the platinum. I didn't.
Yeah.
Not gonna be that elitist about it and that way, but I did wish I just had waited and so that I didn't have to get as many grey hairs as I did on it. So that's pretty much it. We just run through the tricky trophy section. I wanted to move on to the very last segment, which is basically just where we talk about like the Discord server and everything like that. And I wanted to obviously say I want to give a bit of good news because Void got his colour bumped up, and no, he it's not because he earned 150 platinums. So he's still one of the gold members, I believe, but he got the bump up to a mod. Well done, Void.
Yay, that's pretty nice. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
Thanks.
Anybody listening that's interested, we had a word from the Vichonic during the week, and he's all good over in Puerto Rico. Is it really his car? Is it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Vec, our other
he's
mod.
all good over there, and they're just trying to sort out after the storm, trying to sort out electricity and such. So he'll be back with us soon enough.
Yeah, well, at least we got some. He's actually online now. He's showing up as online now, but like he might just only be connecting and stuff like that. So, but we definitely heard back and heard word that he's safe, and we were all very, very happy about that.
Yeah, I saw his Twitter posting, so I was pretty happy to see that.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I got the color a little bit.
Yeah, he's got
a little bit earlier than expected.
Yeah, it's just you can slow down getting those platinums now, man. Right.
Yeah. Now I don't have objective.
Well,
what should be my next?
I'm not too sure. Earn platinums for me while I work. You can do that if you want.
Yeah.
Or create an alternate account.
That sounds pretty good. Yeah, I'll just play FIFA and you just play all my other games. Yeah.
You up for that, Void? Yeah, sounds good.
I did.
Right.
I didn't understand.
All right. Well, basically, we've decided that everybody in the Discord server can use you to platinum. Like you're gonna platinum our games for us from now on. Okay.
Oh yes. Until everyone is a platinum member.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like a bad idea. Too much people to carry. I'll have to carry. No. I'll skip until I platinum every game.
Yeah.
Maybe when I'll finish it, when I'll have all games will be platinum, I will start helping people.
There's something like 3,000 total games have platinums on PlayStation. So
slowly but surely, one day.
Yeah, nearly there.
If I keep like that in 30 years, I should be good.
That's it. And you also had some leaderboard updates for us, I believe, in that way.
Yeah. Like the last month of September finish, not a long time ago, and we got this month we got Rage in Your Face 34 that got 12 platinum at the top of the leaderboard. So it's pretty nice. I have to say it was a really calm month.
Bet me with one, did he?
I bet you with two.
With two?
Well, yeah, you had 10.
I got 11 last month.
Yeah, so it was really calm. I had a feeling there's a lot of big release and people play a lot of people, for example, pass a lot of time on Destiny, for example, and they're still playing it even after they get platinum, so it slowed down a little bit. But
that's me.
Still, congratulations to Rage in Your Face for first position in the leaderboard last month.
Well done.
Yeah, congratulations.
I want to say that 36 fragments of Midnight, that the PSN hadn't linked the trophies to the account, so like I got that platinum last week, and I wasn't showing up on my list. Like I was only showing that I had 67 platinums when I had 68. And the other day when I went on, they had updated it. So anyone who gets it now or anyone who had it previously they can sync it over and it'll be in your list. Like,
Yeah, they fixed that, and they released the game in North America a second time. It was it got removed, and now it's in North America.
Perfect. And that's been wrapped up. Perfect. So we're into a new month here now at October, obviously. So get posting those platinums in the community trophy challenge room. I think we've gotten a lot so far. I've seen a lot of platinums flowing in there so far. So I think we're going to make good numbers this month.
definitely.
I actually had a shameful month last month. I only did three platinums. That's all. You know.
Yeah, well, I won't have many this month now. Like, I'll probably only have 1 or 2 because I'm just focusing on enjoying my FIFA. I'm actually enjoying it a lot. Like, so.
Yeah, since I got that jump rope trophy done, I've been doing a lot of Final Fantasy 9, but I want that as a milestone on like PlayStation profiles. They record like the 100th, 150th, but they actually record the 225th platinum that you earn. And then currently I'm at 222 at the moment. So
222, yeah.
I have to earn 2 more platinums, and then I'm gonna go back and then pop the Final Fantasy 9 platinum, so that's the milestone then. So that's what I really, really wanted.
Pop it like you owned it.
Yeah, I was gonna wait it until 250, but then I just looked up on the PlayStation profiles and I seen that they do a milestone for 225, so I'm just gonna do it at that. As long as it's marked as a milestone, that's all I really care about. So
Sweet, man.
Nice, very nice.
yeah, it's still gonna be some time off. I have 2 other platinums going, so I'm looking for some 2 short games. One of them might be Destiny because I'm already like a good bit through that, but I'm looking forward to kind of getting it done, you know, and finally getting platinum on my favorite game of all time. So that's pretty much it for us here. I just wanted to run through a few different things. If you're listening to us on YouTube, give us a like and a subscribe, and obviously leave us any kind of feedback. Thanks to everybody that is listening to us live and shows up every week. We really, really appreciate it. Also, really wanted to thank Shingo and Punish for being our guests this week and coming along. I always really, really appreciate it. I know that Punish.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem. You've been a
Thanks for having me, man. Anytime.
No problem. I'm Punish. You've been a very active member, and of course, you're one of our Patreon subscribers as well. So we're very, very happy to get you on board and kind of get that interaction among the community as well.
Oh, thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I had a good time with it today.
Yeah, perfect. Hopefully.
Yeah, man. Had a good time chatting with you.
Hopefully, we're going to see you again. So, just wanted to
definitely
end it then on where everyone can find us when we're up to date. Obviously, we're all part of the Discord group, but where can other people find you, Shingo, when you're not on Discord?
Under your bed.
Oh man.
You're
gonna have me checking. You're gonna have me checking my bed tonight. Wait, no, man. There's nothing under my bed. My bed is one of those things where you can't put stuff under it.
You can find me on Twitter at TN Shingo Bingo.
Yeah, just check your bed just in case as well. But he's on Twitter as well. Punish, how about you?
You guys can find me on Twitter at SSG_Punish.
Perfect. And Void, where do you be hanging out?
I'm on Twitter too, at PVT Void.
Perfect. And I'm at Claire88 on Twitter as well, so that's where we all hang out when we're not busting our knuckles earning trophies and posting in our own Discord group. So thanks for coming along to us here, guys. We really, really appreciate it, and ending the episode. We'll hope to see you again next week.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend, guys.
See you
Have
guys.
a good one, guys.